Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. I know we already read chapters 1, 2, and 3 from Milkweed together at school, but I'm going to go over it again just to give you a little refresher. Okay? Milkweed, chapter 1 by Jerry Spinelli. Milkweed, a novel. Remembered, Bill Bresgornia and Masha Bruskina. Chapter 1, Memory. I'm running. That's the first thing I remember, running. I'm carrying something. My arm is curled around it and I'm hugging it to my chest. It's bread. Of course it's bread. Someone is chasing me. Stop, thief! I run. People and shoulders and shoes. Stop, thief! Sometimes it's a dream and sometimes it's a memory in the middle of the day as I stir iced tea or wait for soup to heat. I never see who is chasing me or calling after me. I never stop long enough to eat the bread, and when I wake up from the dream or the memory, my legs are tingling. Side note, have you ever had a dream that was so real that you woke up and you felt like you were still part of it? Chapter 2, Summer. He was dragging me, running. He was much bigger than me. My feet skimmed over the ground and sirens were screaming. His hair was red. We flew through the streets and alleyways, and there were thumping noises like distant thunder, and the people, they bounced off of us. They didn't even seem to notice us. The sirens were screaming like babies. And at last we plunged into a dark hole. "You're lucky," the red-haired young man said to me. "Soon it won't be ladies chasing you, it'll be jackboots." Jackboots? I said. "You'll see." I wondered who these jackboots were. Were unfooted boots running along the streets without people in them? "Okay. Hand it over." Hand what over? He reached into my shirt and he pulled out the loaf of bread. He broke it in half. He shoved one half at me and he began to eat the other. "You're lucky I didn't kill you. That lady you took this from, I was just getting ready to snatch it for myself." "I'm lucky?" I said. He burped. "You're quick. You took it before I even knew what happened. That lady was rich. Did you see the way she was dressed? She'll just buy 10 more. I ate my bread. More thumping sounds in the distance. "What is that?" I asked him. "Jackboot artillery." "What's artillery?" "Big guns. They go boom boom. They're shelling the city." He stared at me. "Who are you?" I didn't understand the question. "I'm Uri. What is your name?" I gave him my name. "Stopthief?" Side note, Uri is about 16 or 17 years old, but he's an adult to our character Stopthief. Chapter 3. He took me to meet the others. We were in a stable. The horses were there. Usually they'd be on the streets, but they were home now because the jackboots were booming the city, and it was too dangerous for horses to be outside. We sat in a stall near the legs of a sad-faced gray horse. The horse pooped. Two of the kids got up and went to the next stall. There was another horse. A moment later came the sound of water splashing on straw. The two came back and one of them said, "I'll take the poop." "Where'd you find him?" said one of the boys, smoking a cigarette. "Down by the river," said Uri. "He snatched a loaf of bread from a rich lady coming out of the bread box." That's the name of the bread store. Another boy said, "Why did you snatch it from him? Why didn't you?" This one was smoking a cigar as long as his face. Uri looked at me. "I don't know." "He's a runt," someone said. "Look at him." "Stand up," said someone else. I looked at Uri. Uri flicked a finger, and I stood. "Go over there," said someone else. I felt a foot on my back, pushing me towards the horse. See, said the cigar smoker. He doesn't even come halfway up to the horse's dumper. A voice behind me squawked. That horse could dump a new hat on him. Everyone, even Uri, howled with laughter, and explosions went off beyond the walls. The boys who were not smoking were eating, and in the corner of the stable was a pile as tall as me. There was bread in all shapes, and sausages of all lengths, and colors, and fruits, and candies. But only half of the pile was food. All sorts of other things glittered in the pile. I saw watches, and combs, and ladies' lipsticks, and eyeglasses. I saw the thin, flat face of a fox peering out. Side note, these are a group of homeless Jewish orphan boys in the city of Warsaw, and they steal to survive. What's his name? Said someone else. Uri nodded at me. Tell them your name. Stopthief. Someone crowed. Ooh, it speaks. Smoke burst from the mouths as the boys laughed, and one boy did not laugh. He carried a cigarette behind each ear. I think he's cuckoo. Another boy got up and came over to me, and he leaned down and he sniffed, and he pinched his nose. Ooh, he smells. He blew smoke in my face. Look, someone called. Even the smoke can't stand him. It's turning green. They laughed. The smoke blower backed off. So, Stopthief, are you a smelly cuckoo? I didn't know what to say. He's stupid, said the unlaughing boy. He's gonna get us in trouble. No, he's quick, said Uri. And he's little. He's a runt. Runt is good, said Uri. Are you a Jew? Said the boy in my face. I don't know, I said. He kicked my foot. How can you not know? You're a Jew or you're not a Jew? I shrugged. I told you he's stupid, said the unlaughter. He's young, said Uri. He's just a little kid. How old are you? Said the smoke blower. I don't know, I said. The smoke blower threw up his hands. Don't you know anything? He's stupid. He's a stupid Jew. No, he's a smelly, stupid Jew. No, he's a tiny, smelly, stupid Jew. More laughter, and each time they laughed, they threw food at each other and at the horse. The smoke blower pressed my nose with the tip of his finger. Can you do this? He leaned back until he was facing the ceiling, and he puffed on the cigarette until his cheeks, even his eyes, were bulging. His face looked like a balloon, and it was grinning, and I was sure he was going to destroy me with his face full of smoke, but he didn't. He turned to the horse, lifted its tail, and blew a stream of silvery smoke right at the horse's behind, and the horse nickered. Arrgh! Everyone laughed, even the unlaughter, even me. The pounding in the distance was like my heartbeat after running. He must be a Jew, said someone. What's a Jew? I asked. Answer the runt, someone said. Tell him what a Jew is. The unlaughter kicked ground straw at a boy who hadn't spoken. This boy only had one arm. That's a Jew. And then he pointed to himself. This is a Jew. And that's a Jew, and that's a Jew, and that's a Jew. And he pointed to the horse. Even that's a Jew. He fell to his knees and he scrabbled in the straw near the horse poop. He found something. He held it out to me. It was a small brown insect. This is a Jew. Look! Look! He startled me. A Jew is an animal. A Jew's a bug. A Jew is less than a bug. He threw the insect into the flop. A Jew is that. Others cheered and clapped. Yeah, yeah, I'm a horse turd. I'm a goose turd. A boy pointed at me. He's a Jew, all right. Look at him. He's a Jew if I ever saw one. Yeah, he's in for it, all right. I looked at the boy who spoke. He was munching on a sausage. What am I in for? I asked. He snorted. Strawberry babka. We're all in for it, said someone else. We're in for it good. Speak for yourself, said the unlaughter. He came and stood before me, and he reached down and he fingered the yellow stone that hung around my neck on a string. What's this? He said. I don't know. Where'd you get it? I always had it. He let go of the stone and he backed off at arm's length, and he wet his finger with spit and rubbed my cheek. Side note, he's trying to see if this skin is really that dark or if he's dirty. He's a gypsy. There were gasps of wonder, and the others leaned forward, munching and puffing their tobaccos. How do you know? Look at his eyes. They're black. And look at his skin, how dark. And this! He flicked the yellow stone, and the smoke blower said, You're a gypsy, ain't you? It sounded familiar. I'd heard that word before, around me in a room, near wagons. I nodded. Get him out of here, said the sausage muncher. We don't need gypsies, they're dirt. The smoke blower laughed. Look who's talking. The one-armed boy spoke for the first time. Next to Jews, they hate gypsies the most. Yeah, but there's a difference, said another. Everybody don't hate the gypsies, but there's nobody that don't hate us. Nobody's hated close to us. They even hate us in Washington, America. Yeah, because we boil babies and eat them for matzo. Someone growled scarily. Everyone laughed and threw food. Yeah, we drink people's blood. Yeah, we suck their brains out through their noses with a straw. Even cannibals hate us. Even monkeys hate us. Even the cockroaches hate us. Words and laughter and bread and sausages flew through the tobacco smoke and the horse's legs. Hands reached for the pile, and golden bracelets flew, and jars of jam, and tiny painted animals, and fountain pens, and the flanks of the horse flickered as they were pelted. A white and purple glass fish bounced off my forehead. The fox fur flew. One boy paraded wearing it about his shoulders, kissing its snout. And then the stableman was coming and shouting, and we were running. And outside we scattered like cockroaches. And I ran with Uri, and the thumping explosions were louder, and the clouds in the sky were brown and black. And we ran through streets and alleyways to the back of a small brick building. And Uri threw open a wooden hatch, and we plunged into the dark, cool cellar. Uri pulled down the hatch, snipped off the daylight, and then he flipped a switch, and a bare light bulb burned among the cobwebs in the ceiling. Uri pointed upward. It's a barber shop up there. The barber's gone. He left everything. I'll show you tomorrow. The cellar was a home. Carpets covered the floor. There was a bed and a chair and a radio and a chest of drawers. There was even an icebox. Tonight, you sleep on the floor, he said. Tomorrow I'll get you a bed. The explosions stopped, or maybe I just couldn't hear them anymore, and we ate bread and jam and slices of salty meat. I said, what am I in for, Uri? He did not look at me. You heard the boys. Strawberry babka, now eat. Side note, the boys' discussion of what a Jew is how they feel about themselves and how they're treated by the Polish people. And they want to let this boy know that it's very dangerous and difficult to be a Jew in Warsaw, Poland in 1939. The bombardment or the boom booms in the sky are the invasion of the Nazi army into Poland on September 1st, 1939. Have a great day.